I have a feeling that it's gonna get really freaking warm really freaking quickly in here with these lights and this sun. And I still have tea. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping really well. Apologies about the little mini 2-week hiatus of uploads on this channel. I felt so bad. This was like the first time, or like those 2 weeks were the first time all year that I did not upload, and I was just thinking to myself, Grace, you are a terrible person. But things got a little bit crazy and I actually ended up going away for a few days, but I will tell you a little bit about that later on in this video, because today I am going to be doing my April favourites because it's now May, April is finished, and I had a lot of things that I loved in the month of April, so I'm going to tell you about them. So I have a little bit of everything, some makeup, some skincare, a good bit of fashion actually. I had a little bit of a moment towards the end of April where I seen the slightest glimpse of sun in Ireland and thought that I had to rehaul my wardrobe and get like all the new bright clothes, because all I wear is black and grey and, oh, somebody wants me. As I was saying, a lot of my wardrobe is like black and grey and creams and neutrals and colours like that, so I wanted to do a little bit of a revamp, so that's what happened in the fashion area. So I have, as I said, some makeup, some skincare, some fashion, and a little bit of lifestyle and travel and stuff like that too. So let's get straight to the favourites. Okay, so the first favourite of mine from last month is a foundation, and it's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I possibly used this in a video before on this channel, I can't really remember. So it has been in my possession for a while, but for some reason last month I think my appreciation for this product just grew. I have started kind of leaving my obsession with a full coverage foundation behind, and I've started to really enjoy a more medium coverage foundation, especially for this time of the year. So like spring, summer, you don't want anything on your skin that's super heavy, especially if it's slightly warmer outside, because that on its own makes your makeup feel heavy. So you don't want to add to that by actually applying really heavy makeup. So this here is a weightless ultra definition liquid makeup, and it actually is that it's really lightweight, so it's really nice to wear throughout the day. It lasts really nicely on me too, and I have quite oily skin, and I was a little bit apprehensive of how long this would last, but it's quite long lasting. Like, I have to powder, but I have to powder with most foundations, let's face it. So I only really have to powder towards the end of the day, to be totally honest with you. I put this on at like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock this morning, and it's still perfect. I haven't had to powder it, and it is almost 5 p.m. so it's quite long lasting without being really heavy, so I kind of like that. So I really like the coverage that this gives. It's a nice medium coverage, and I just pop on a little bit of concealer in the areas that I need it, and I am good to go. I also wear the shade 4.0, and it's a really nice shade for the tan that I use too, so it matches me really nicely. So yes, that's my first favourite from the month of April. Okay, next you're going to laugh, because really, could I do a favourite video without mentioning Charlotte Tilbury? I am sure you are all aware of my mild obsession with Charlotte Tilbury at this stage, especially her lipsticks. So I had a favourite Charlotte Tilbury lipstick from April, and it was the shade Kim KW. I can't remember if I actually just bought this last month or if I bought it in March, but I love it. I'll try and get it up for you, but you can't really see it much because it's almost all gone. But it's a really nice soft pinky peachy colour. It is quite light, but I pair it with the shade, or the lip liner Stone from MAC. It would be really nice with something like Whirl as well, like that kind of a tone. Like if you used a slightly darker lip liner with this kind of a lipstick, I find it works really nicely. But I just adore the tone of this lipstick. It's really pretty. But yeah, I've been absolutely loving it throughout this month. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks in general. I think the quality is fantastic, and they do last really long for a lipstick in a bullet and not a long-lasting liquid lipstick, if you know what I mean. I'm not actually wearing it today, so that's kind of a pity. I actually have Penelope Pink on, but I kid you not, I think I wore this lipstick every day in April, and I need to repurchase it. The next product is a product that I've actually revisited. So I purchased this last summer, was obsessed with it all over the summer, and then for some reason just stopped using it. But last month I was doing my makeup and I just kind of spotted it and was like, I'm going to use this today, and I have been obsessed ever since. again. So it is the Benefit Dandelion Shy Beam, and I adored this last summer, so I don't know why I stopped using it. So basically this is a liquid highlighter with a like pinky tone, and it's just so pretty. Like, I just relate this to pool days for some reason. It just gives your skin such a fresh, healthy glow. So I've just been putting this on all the high points of my face, so like my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, all the normal areas, you know the drill, and bouncing it in with a beauty blender, and it gives the most gorgeous, subtle glow. Like, I feel like this is just the ultimate spring summer kind of highlighter, and I've just been absolutely adoring it all last month, and I will most certainly be using it throughout the rest of the summer. And the last makeup favourite I have from April is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Trooper, so the black shade. I have become obsessed with this. So I actually got this back, not this specific one, but I picked this up back in November when we were in Florida. I went into Sephora and I kind of wanted to try out a new liquid liner. For some reason, I had just completely gone off liquid liners. I go through phases with liners. Sometimes I want to wear it, and then there's other times where I'm like, no, I'm never going to wear it again. But I went into Sephora anyway, and obviously I had heard so many people talking about the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, so I just said, do you know what, I'm going to pick it up and just try it and see what it's like. And I actually didn't try it at all when we were in Florida, so it wasn't until I got home that I started using it. And I kind of had dabbled with it for a while, but like last month, I think I wore a winged liner almost every day. I just got obsessed. It is one of the best liquid liners, if not the best liquid liner that I've ever used. I just find it really easy to use. It takes me like 2 seconds to put my liner on in the morning, and it gives you a really nice sharp wing. Like, I feel sometimes when you get some liners, they give you like a weird rounded kind of a wing, but this has like a really fine tip, so it's going to make your wing really sharp, and it's really pigmented too, so like a true black color. Some liners that I've tried before are a little bit grayish, like they're not a true jet black, so this one is, and it also lasts all day long. So I have hooded eyes, and some liners that I have tried before, like throughout the day, they start transferring up into my crease, but this one lasts all day and it doesn't budge. I am sure you are well aware by now that I am getting married in December this year, which is coming crazy quickly at this stage. So I've been trying really hard to get my skin into shape, and last month I was using 2 products that I absolutely fell in love with. So both of these products are from Alpha H, and they're both from the Liquid Gold range. So this is the Liquid Gold with glycolic acid, and I'd kind of say this is like your toner. And then this is the Liquid Gold Smoothing and Perfecting Mask with lavender, which is what it says it is, a mask. So the reason why I purchased these 2 was, one, because I had heard a lot of people raving about it, and the word liquid gold just sounds really cool. But other than that, I actually have a little bit of acne scarring on my jawline and a tiny little bit here, but more so here from when I was in school. I just got really bad breakouts and it scarred. So I've been trying a lot of different things to try and help that, or sort it out, or get rid of it, whatever you want to say. And when I was reading up on the Liquid Gold, that was one of its properties. It actually helps with acne scarring. So I picked this up and I absolutely adored it. And then I decided to go in and pick this up too, because they're basically supposed to do the same thing, battle acne scarring. So I did get these a couple of months ago, but it was only last month that I started introducing them into my routine more regularly. So I started using the Liquid Gold as my toner. So I use this every second night. You can't actually use this every night because it's so intense. So in between uses of this, I use the Pixie Glow Tonic. But when I use this, because it is intense, I do feel like it makes quite a difference to my skin. So it really does make it appear a lot more bright, and it definitely reduces the redness in my acne scarring. So in any scarring that has been left there from when I was younger, it definitely decreases that. And if I've had like a bad breakout, you know the way sometimes you've had a bad breakout and you've quite a lot of redness, this definitely does get rid of that. And then I started using the mask. So it says it's a powerful, fast-acting, dual performance mask designed to exfoliate, clarify and brighten the skin. And that's exactly what it does. I can't really explain it much better. So if you basically just think of what this does and put it into a mask, and then you combine the two, and you're kind of getting double the goodness. Anyway, I've just been loving how bright and clear these two products have been making my skin look. So they're not just for acne scarred skin. I think they're supposed to be really good for helping with wrinkles and pigmentation and sun damage and things like that. So if those are issues to you, try them out because I really feel like they've helped with my acne scarring. Okay, so moving on from makeup and skincare to some clothes. I have 3 different pieces that I want to show you that I picked up towards the end of April, but I love them. As I said, I had a moment where I just panicked when I seen the sun and thought, Grace, you have no summer clothes, so you have to get some. So I popped into River Island and Zara and picked up a few different pieces. So the first piece that I picked up isn't probably the most summery thing you've ever seen apart from the floral print, but it is this bomber from Zara. So it's like a silky satin kind of fabric with all of this gorgeous floral embroidery all over it, and it has this fab ruffled detailing here on the sides. I just think it's so different for a bomber jacket. I love bomber jackets for the summertime because you don't, like, especially in Ireland, you kind of need a jacket because it's not warm enough to go around in a short sleeved top all the time. So it's handy to have things like this that are lightweight, that are easy to throw on over anything. I just love it. I thought it was such a statement bomber because I feel like you can wear it during the day with a pair of skinnies and it'll look really casual, but this is kind of going to dress it up. Or you could wear it at night with a little black dress and some heeled sandals and it looks super dressy. So it's super versatile and I love it. So the next item of clothing is another coat, and I'm going to try and insert a little picture of it here from my Instagram because I'm not sure you're going to get the full effect of this in the frame because it's quite long. I actually walked into River Island and it was standing, well no, it wasn't standing because duster coats don't have legs, but it was on the rack right in front of me when I went in the front door, and I was like, oh, I need that, so I got it. But I am in love with this. So my last fashion favourite for April is also from River Island, and it is this gorgeous pair of slip-on sandals. I am so obsessed. So I have been on the lookout for a pair of slip-ons, whether they were sandals or a closed-toed shoe, for ages, and I seen these when I seen that duster coat. So I seen the coat first and then I walked down the back of the shop and was automatically attracted to these by the colour. They're super bright, so they're kind of hard to avoid. So they're this gorgeous blood orange colour with a fab like ruffled detailing across the front. They're kind of like a suede fabric, and then they have a really nice kind of gold heel, so it has a little bit of a pop of gold in the back. I think they're just so perfect for summer. Like, they're really pretty, and because of the material or the fabric that they're made out of, they're just that little bit more dressy than a normal sandal or like a flip-flop or gladiator or something. I just think they're a little bit different to the norm, and I cannot wait to wear these throughout the summer with a pair of jeans or even with a dress. I just think they're a nice dressy sandal and I love them. So those are all of my makeup, skincare and fashion favourites from April, and my very last favourite is travel. So as I said, I kind of had my little 2-week hiatus from uploading, and the second week was a little bit unavoidable because out of nowhere the opportunity to go to Prague came about. So I decided to just take the bull by the horns and just go, because at the start of every year I always tell myself that I am going to travel more because I love to travel. I just love to see new places. I love seeing and experiencing new cultures and food and people and everything, and I am a big history geek. So when the opportunity to go to Prague came about, I just jumped at it, and I think I had like 4 or 5 days notice or something like that. So I just went anyway, and it was amazing. It's kind of been on my list to tick off for a while now. I've seen so many pictures of friends of mine that have been, and it just looked amazing. It's a really amazing city. It's so different to anywhere that I've ever been before. It's such a pity when I was there. The first day it was fab. The sun was out. It was a gorgeous day. And then the second day it rained all day long, so I only had like maybe 2 or 3 hours in the evening to get out and have a bit of a stroll about, but it is amazing. So if you ever get the opportunity to go to Prague, you need to go. It's so fab. Just one piece of advice I would give you though is to stay somewhere near Old Town Prague. That's basically where everything that you want to see is. So I wasn't actually staying over in Old Town. We were like across the water and down a little bit, so it was quite a bit of a walk, like maybe a 30-minute walk to Old Town, and I done it twice. I done it 3 times actually. But it's really easy to use Uber over there too. So if you do need to go anywhere, like, you can use Uber. You don't need to stay in Old Town. But if you want to be able to walk out your front door of your hotel or whatever and just be able to see everything, staying in Old Town is kind of like where you want to be. But yeah, it's an amazing, amazing city. It's so beautiful, so picturesque. If you want to see any photos, actually go over to my Instagram because I have a few pictures up from when I was over there. But I will definitely be paying it another visit with Brian, because unfortunately I didn't get to take Brian with me this time, just with work and things like that. But he's actually randomly going over himself in August, so we will experience it separately, but I would love to go back over again with him. It is just such a beautiful city, so if you do ever get the chance to go, you have to. So those are all of my April favourites. I didn't have loads of favourites, but the ones that I did have I absolutely adored. So I will try and link the makeup and the skincare and the 2 coats and the shoes down below if you want to go and have a look at them yourself. So I really hope you enjoyed this video as always. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Grace and I upload videos every week on a bunch of different topics. Every week apart from the last 2 weeks, that's a bad example, but I do upload every week. So make sure to click the subscribe button if you want to see some more, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and that's all that I have for you today. So I will see you all again in my next one. Bye!